Come on, serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Nisei on the essay.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tatarasuna mystery.
I don't know what that
When
is.
so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
I don't care about this conversation.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck you're on about.
I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
Yes, you came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Why am I listening in on this?
Okay, but...
I would skip through it, but I feel like it's gonna have some bullshit importance. For no fucking
One of them
reason.
just mentioned Tatarasuna? But that's all the way in Inazuma.
That kind of rhymes. Oh, okay. I did think it was a bit of an... I thought that was Inazumian, kind of, that's not a word, but like, this sounds more like an Inazuma thing than an ear thing, but I didn't want to question it, because I'm also there like, I bet this word's been mentioned before, and I just don't remember what the fuck it is. Game, I'm not good with names, or titles, or words, so...
Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
Still, let's be nosy.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatarasuna mystery is all about.
I really don't care. Oh, okay, I guess I care. Sorry, gentlemen, I'm being a
All
nosy
right,
bollock.
I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Game, that's not what the subtitle... Game, you put her, and he said him. I'm all for, like, fucking... Like, that's not what he said, Game, I have questions. I heard you looking for me. Can you imagine talking about someone and they just pop up beside you like, whoa, shit, okay.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Is my face not recognizable at this point? How the fuck do people hear about me but not hear what I look like?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
You don't believe me? I'll go. I don't give a shit. I have no fucking stake in this shit. It's like, damn right, you tell him.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma.
Oh, when I pissed off the Raiden Shogun within like 5 minutes of being there? Yeah, that was fun.
This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kind of lacking.
No, I wouldn't have guessed.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
Where is Tatarasuna again?
I see. My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge.
Bullshit.
He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
I don't know everything. And even places I've been to, I forget like 90% of it, so people really shouldn't rely on me for knowledge.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Oh, fucking reading? No thanks.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade.
Why do I feel like I should know what the fuck this is all about? Why do I feel like it's gonna be one of those times where the game's like, you remember, right? You've heard of this before in that one text you read in that empty room. Do you remember? Like, game, please, I don't know.
But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi.
Blade was
Why?
possessed.
Well,
I don't know.
no one knows.
Blade was evil, made with evil spirit, evil blade. And, it took control of his mind. I don't know.
Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger. Someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
I bet we've been called that before.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards,
Dead.
as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
Death.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kinda fishy to Paimon.
Not this any of our business. Also, how long ago did this happen?
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
But yeah, this guy is very dramatic.
Stop shouting!
Stop exaggerating.
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out.
I don't give a shit.
It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago. Even back then, Tatarasuna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
The game's giving me too many names and too many words. I'm not going to keep track of this. Could it be? Oh, fucking Christ. Should I know?
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan.
I know that
the
one.
last practitioners of Ishin art.
I thought it would connect to the fucking Kaidahara clan. So they started hearing about swordcrafting. I'm like, the only time that's been mentioned in this fucking game is fucking Kazua's fucking clan bullshit that we had to go through. Which means fucking Baladier's gonna be fucking involved because he also stepped into that shit. Or whatever he's called now, I don't give a shit.
Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
Some kind of fucked up thing happened and the family fell apart. I can't remember exactly. I don't know.
Kaidahara clan?
The don't repeat that aspect like we don't know that. I know that aspect. I'm not that much of a fucking idiot.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more? I can't remember anymore.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they
Go
are
on.
about to be blown.
Okay.
Or maybe you won't believe your ears.
I will.
I wouldn't blame you, of course.
Please
because
say
in
it.
all my years as a writer, this is by far
Go.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
Oh, God forbid we use swear words in this game. Can you swear in this game? Has anyone ever sworn in this game? I feel like someone should swear in this game.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Alright, it was Balladeer. I mean, I assumed it. I assumed that's what we were referring to him. I did assume that. I was like, well, fucking don't know many other puppets, so that kind of confirms that shit.
A puppet?
Was the Shogun puppets? The Electro Archon mage should be rolling the Zuma with her as we speak, so it couldn't have been her. Oh yeah, I forget, she made a few, didn't she? The oh god, Kabuki Mono has to be the Balladeer. I love that you put a capital T. But what was he doing for a music? What? I mean, fucking around. You know what he's like? Fuck knows. No one, oh look, we're actually going to ask him since he's around if he's conscious now, and he's going to have fucking amnesia. He's not going to remember, and it's going to be like, well, this was a waste of time.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Am I allowed to mention this aspect? Her Paimon, I hope she keeps her fucking mouth shut if she knows what's good for her.
No! Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I got a great poker face. You can't see through shit. I'm not hiding anything.
I agree. It does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
I find in this game non-human races are pretty common every fucking where. In the places you don't expect. Oh, fucking come on, game! You must be taking the piss! Oh my god! Oh, it keeps going! Okay. Author, so that guy, Extract 1. A man arrived in Tarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied labourers walking along the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. Oh, is this his book? Because this isn't very factual. This is very much written like a book. They walked like people, similarly, like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire region in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprint to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet the words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me, Sir Miyazaki? Cannot think that the return trip from Inazuma could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey, expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi, maybe. Inazuma is the realm of the almighty shogun. Yeah, sure. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst in a laugh, repelling the working until the past end. I would not read this fucking book. It's bullshit. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now, the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then, was the flame watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. A lizard? Okay. The workshop was huge and the furnace was deep within. A reasonable person might think that there had been too many working alongside the Watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the Watcher turn. This Watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tarasuna, born to the Niwa clan, amazingly, which served as one of the 3 pillars of the Yuánshén Act. Niwa never argued with his siblings and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement upon itself. And we continue on. If you want to skip through this, I wouldn't fucking blame you. Murasaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa as he adjusted his expression. He said, adjusted his expression is said. Okay. It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in the city do not think highly of our plan, yet I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested. Niwa studied the text and nodded. We should try some of these new foraging techniques. Whether Kadehara says yay or nay. Nay, I say! Katsuragi frowned with a sigh. He said, foraging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs. And still you seek improvement each day with terrifying divine. Ah, should my lord Nagamasa, whatever, hear this, the Saracen's face would be hard to miss. I'm still only on the first extract. Niwa smiled, replying, and how does the foraging of your lord's great blade, Katsuragi? Does this have any relevance to anything? Is there a point to this? I'm gonna forget this anyway. It's going from one ear to the out of the other. Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his 2 friends, and yet he could not think of any way to deflect, and so growls, I see your ears are as keen as your hands, sir, you are. The jokes of us unlearned men are nothing before you. Bitch. Murasaki hid his grin upon hearing this. Niwa released the lizard from his hand onto Katsuragi's palm, even. Just as more words were about to be exchanged, someone came walking from nearby. Thank Christ for that, because conversation's boring. Their footsteps light celebrity of youth. Head with that peeked in was round, and in the light of fires looked like an oil jewel. No one describes faces like this. What the fuck are you on about? The young man placed some box food at the side and nodding. He prepared to leave. Katsuragi called after him. What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it? The young man, upon hearing his words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while he answered, Very well, I'll try it. Fuck it. Might be poison. Who knows? You're welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare, after all, and he was said. The man nodded and left, strangely, seemingly deep in thought. Extract 2! Oh god, this is going to be a long book. The Kabukimono was by the coast. Sunset fell to the accompaniments of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves naught. For in their place did thunderclouds royal, grumbling omens of an oncoming rainstorm, and other metaphor bullshit. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and the must bade the clouds to kneel upon the land, its supplication mirror on the Kabukimono, spent and faced towards the water. None passed their way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Oh shit, this is about fucking short dude. Alright, yeah, because he's the weird individual, which is the Kabukimono. Okay, time passed unmeasured and uncounted till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the Kabukimono, bearing down on him like a nightmare. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood this cloud and marked him from the very start. What does that mean? Outbound, a fishy boat drew near, the lights of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath fallings of sheets of rain. A mist and spooled across the area, stealing sight from the fishermen, repeatedly exclaimed, It is but dusk! How my eyes darkened! Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides? Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat and was joined in its barefitness of direction. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline. Scant stepped away. The Kabukimono stood idle, slanting ahead to study the grand wreck. Naught but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help. Jesus Christ! And with a plop, it landed at the Kabukimono. Fucking Christ! He crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to take a bite out of it. What the fuck does that mean? What? Yeah, you know, for the dark clouds swirling down had already picked up the remnants of the ship clean. The Kabukimono stared at blankly like an awaking dreamer. When he returned himself, the clouds had scattered as if they'd never been there at all. As for the ship, could have been struck down by the storm. Who was to know? Not the Kabukimono. This free extra! Oh, fucking crap. I thought it was only 2. Katsuragi rushed to the doorway and shouted, My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there is no trace of him, and yet much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Any missive? Is that... Alright. Look! Mikashi Nagamasa turned slowly, his face grave as one attending a funeral. Oh, fucking Christ. He spoke then, his words heavy laden. I wish not to say such words, Katsuragi, for Sir Miyazaki may never return. Katsuragi peered past Nagamagi's broad, stiff shoulders, alright, beyond the windows. The clouds had boiled in waves of black, if darkness was only the weather, and might even morph into an abysmal beast and devour Tarasuni whole. Over 10 people have already perished. That was why. Why? Katsuragi recoiled as if struck. Yes, it was coming back to him now, in dribs and drabs. That was why they had to set out to seek it fade. Yeah. Saki had been the first to set sail. The clouds have only just begun to form, and travelling from Tarasuna to Inazuma to ask for support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no signs of his return. When a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, you would have already got the point at this point, till the Kabukimono himself had departed upon the tides under the foul skies and ominous fortunes. It had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. So he raised him? I don't know. Yet the situation in Tarasuna was severe. Even should they sacrifice more lives, it would have been worth to gain assistance from Inazuma City. Niwa was gone and none could find him. Afterwards, Nagamasa led a search party. I think I keep saying that name differently each time. Into the mountains and the areas around the furnace, all to no avail. Folk began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned to suspicion. They wonder if he had fled and willing to bear the sin of having caused these incidents. People grew ever more suspicious, and Nagamasa himself strained against his discomfort and fury. Discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble the rumbling clouds above. Suddenly a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagamasa. He drew his blade and cut, though he only nicked the silken veil the intruder wore. For a while they swayed, and then, like a marionette pulled by the strings, they moved behind Nagasamasa, laughing darkly. Are you seeking someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps? Bitch! Nagaso bellowed in fury. You dare address Niwa directly? Yes, the figure parted I missed before his falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition indeed. Was it you who slew my people? Nagane howled and charged, held back only by Kasurigi's desperate grip. As his senses returned to him, he realized he was just an inch away from falling into the furnace. Oh fuck. It seems that the rest of the work remains unfinished from the existing text. However, apparently there's a number of fantastical, colourful sensibility born from imagination well utilised. I disagree. I think it's a bit rambling and bullshit. But hey, you stick with your metaphors, I'll stick with mine.
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well.
No! I refuse! No! Oh, it's longer! Oh my... I'm not reading this. No. Oh my god, game! You couldn't just voice acted this out? I would have listened. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so much... You know what? I'm just going to slowly read it to myself. And you can do the same. And you can pause if you're a little slower. Okay? Okay, good. I don't even know what the fuck this is about. Is this relevant? Brief analysis of possible events of historical importance. That could mean fucking anything. I'm not even reading through this, I'm just skimming past it. It seems the rest of the paper remains unfinished. One thing is for sure though, a lot was thought was put into it. I mean, yeah. Like, game, I know there's a bit of reading in this game, but this is taking the fucking piss.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
To be fair, if I hadn't read the first writing first, I would have read through that properly, because I'd at least had less fucking metaphors, you know?
Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up?
Yeah, that's how an essay works.
Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Ha, good one, Paimon. Yeah, sounds more like a novel. Has this guy ever written an essay before?
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
Okay, bye.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
I'll ask Balladeer. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to tell the tale to a random stranger. He seems like the sociable type. Bye. Hello.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Of course it fucking does.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Nah, feels wrong and nosy.
After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up.
Oh yeah.
Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it?
Sure.
If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like...
Am I fucking seeing shit? Oh shit, there we go. Am I fucking high again? What the fuck? Hello? You didn't, if it really is him and not just a figure of my fucking imagination, and he could at least said fucking hi. Rude.
The balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Maybe he's allowed outside time. I don't know. Well, where? Oh, there she is. Oh, fuck, is that him there?
Traveler, Paimon, there you are.
There I am.
Nahida, bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah, it's him!
I thought I saw him as I was coming down. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's just standing right fucking there. Hello?
Sure enough, you're here.
I don't know how to say that name, and I really wish I did, but I don't know how to say it.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surastana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain.
I have adopted him. Nahida, Nahida, you're like 2 foot tall.
It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
So no brain damage then, that's surprising. Wow, you landed right on your head. I was really expecting you to have some brain damage or like some amnesia shit happen. Well, you are fine, alright.
A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
I don't think that's how deals work.
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about.
I don't really care. I'm not that bothered about killing you or leaving you alive. No, not really. I don't give a shit. Why do you think my one goal in life is to kill you? Why the fuck would I do that? Nah, not really. You got knocked in the head. I think that was punishment enough. Deserve a good slap in the face.
But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
'Cause I don't fucking want to.
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
And, you know, kind of like knocking you when you're down. I'm not that interested in that.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
I'm not gonna kill you, Shorty, no matter how much of a little shit you are. I'm like, you're just standing there, you're not attacking me either. Why don't you try something, bitch?
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down?
You wanna go, bruh? Huh? You wanna go? I think this is going better than we could have expected.
But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
God of wisdom. Well, actually, no, that doesn't always work out that way, I'll be honest.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
I don't give a shit of titles. I'll question whoever the fuck I want. I question the Archons all the fucking time. I'm questioning you. Why are you being so chill? Do you have brain damage?
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us.
Paimon, you're escalating things. You need to calm the fuck down. I'm really not as angry as the game probably expects me to want to be. Can't you filled with rage or you want to beat the shit out of him? It's like, I mean, he deserves a good slap in the face. Other than that, nah, I'm just kind of on in for the ride.
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Can we just call him by his fucking name so I can remember how to say it, please?
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Oh yeah, but he's worse. Like, the Balladeer, I'm more than happy to leave alive. I don't give a shit about him, he's fine. Compare. The Doctor, however, now that is someone I would like to aim to beat the shit out of. You don't even want to get cold feet about killing me. It's like, when it's the one thing you want to do, it's like, nah, bitch, you compared to the Doctor, like, that's like night and day. Like, the Doctor, that I could see as a temptation.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
Or you could just fucking tell me. I hate fucking vague-ass information. It's like, you'll fine figure it out, or you could just fucking tell me, because that's how people figure shit out. They get told.
The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us.
He's standing right there with his shit on him.
In quite a precarious position.
I wonder that, yeah.
Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
That's a good point. You think your fellow Harbinger's gonna come and not be friendly?
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a Harbinger anymore?
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the Doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser.
I was gonna say he failed, so I just assumed they would, like, not let him back in the team. So he tossed you out like trash. Jesus Christ, Traveler. Wow, blunt.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way.
You're not human.
Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers.
I think secretly you're very annoyed about that, or sad, unclear.
So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
Really? What a crying shame. Oh my god.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
Without you, mate, I just go run away and go do your own shit.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
Oh boy, I'm sure Paimon will love this. She's gonna yell about shit despite the fact she hasn't done anything helpful this entire fucking time.
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear.
I don't mind.
Don't you? And they're your friends. So I guess you'll be siding with them.
I don't mind, personally. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him!
Paimon, shut your fucking mouth. I want to see where this goes.
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time.
We can make friendship later. Balladeer is like, I'm not here for friendship. Nahida's like, let's all join out. Let's all be friendship together. It's like, oh boy.
Today can be a trial run.
Oh.
Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this will go well.
All right. Then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Like a dog. Go on.
Nahida, are you serious about this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
Would you like him as a gift? What? What? What do you mean from me? It's nothing to do with my fucking guy.
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
And I'm sure I'll get absolutely none of it.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Oh, is that why we came? I forgot.
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point.
Like a fucking title anyway. We're part of the Descenders. It's like the Avengers, but we can make a group.
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am.
That's if he wants to talk.
He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect.
When does he get the outfit change?
The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you? Oh no!
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
He's certainly been a little bitch every time we've run into him.
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on.
I don't have a side.
How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back.
Mainly because I don't care.
And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all.
I doubt it. It's what does your heart desire most of all? I imagine every person who plays this game as a traveler and whatnot has different heart desires, but alright, sure.
Our minds have connected several times before.
Yeah, that was weird.
There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark.
This poor little
Searching
face.
for the one candle whose light still burns.
Don't fucking call him out like that, Nahida. What the fuck? His little face.
As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
He's harmless, let's face it at this point. I really want to know when he gets the vision, because I know he becomes a playable character game, so when does he get the fucking vision? I really thought when we got back here he'd already have it and it'd be like suddenly a sudden change, and it's like, whoa, but no, the game's actually going to show me, which I prefer, and I want to know what happens to have that happen. This will be fun.
If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
What does he get after it? Protection, did they say? Is that it?
It's my pleasure,
Not protect
really.
himself?
You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
I need a hero. No, that's okay.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I mean, I know everyone else, or the traveler themselves, probably annoyed or worried or angry about this idea too, but me, personally, as a player, I don't really give a shit. I think it'll be fine.
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection.
Or coincidence, but okay.
In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
I don't think he's gonna be happy that I'm babysitting him.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease.
And smack him if he starts misbehaving, like, hey! Hey! Stop it! Slap! Fuck did I just say? Hey! Would you fucking walk away from me, little bitch? Get back here!
Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Alright.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Oh shit, right into it? Okay. Is that where he went? How did he get inside it? Can he teleport? Is that something he can do and I didn't know about it? I don't know. Go on then. Oh shit, right, just auto screen.
Wow.
Whoa!
It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
What's the Balladeer? I'm sure he'll love
The
me
colors
doing
are
that.
gentler.
Oh, there he
I
is.
guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Paimon, shut up. Okay. Can't see shit because the fucking sun's shining on my screen. It's like 0 degrees outside. Why is the sun so bright? Ah, it didn't help. Wrong curtain. Hold on. It's like, I bet you're really angry about the Balladeer and what he did, and I'm just there like, not really. I don't really care. I bet you have such anger, and now you have to work for him. Or with him even, and it's like, oh no, and it's like, nah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Could be a lot worse. Prepare yourself for Mortal Kombat.